Settled next to the Willamette River, Autzen Stadium is a jewel in the Pacific Northwest, and the flock of Ducks that call it home have made this one of the most challenging places for any team to come calling. Today, a pair of Pac-12 teams getting set to square off in a game that could have season-long implications. As we'll see, the Fresno State Bulldogs taking on the winners of 4 straight, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Fresno State will kick it off, and we will be underway. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So the Oregon Ducks offense comes onto the field first today. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well together.
Got like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. Looking to throw, it's Bryant. Fires to the tight end. He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game, marking at the 47.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Picks up the first down, still moving. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Ducks will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand. Breaks the tackle.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
QBs that can run completely change your game plan. I mean, every single bit of it. You have to understand, now as a pass rusher, I got to keep him in the pocket. I got to understand all the zone read concepts and the power read and the jet read, all the different things they can do to you. So, you know, having a guy back there at the helm that can run the football, you better. part of it from the first play to the end of the fourth quarter.
Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. The Ducks can really attack on this second and short. This is a design run. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays, and if you can just give him a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it from him.
Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later.
Touchdown, Oregon! The offense puts up 6 for that trip to the end zone. Just under 60,000 in this place, but sometimes it sounds like 600,000. An engineering marvel to hold in all this noise.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. They love their team. They support the Ducks, and they've built traditions, and so many teams they should be proud of. Getting them involved early is a great sign for this football game.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Fresno State's offense has the ball for the first time. And this might be a real challenge for this quarterback because that corner, David, can take away an entire half of the field.
Yeah, and that's the bright part of this defense. Like you know out wide exactly what you're getting. Week out, and it is top flight. Like one of the best in the country at your spot. So I'm interested to see how this passing attack works while avoiding that guy, because I'm not going after him, Palmer.
Well, I don't think this quarterback has seen a secondary built like this. He definitely hasn't seen a corner with this guy's ability. So if he is going to try him, he better have really good timing. He better be very accurate. He better not be late throwing out-breaking routes, because this dude will pick him off and take it to the house.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Fresno State will have to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. They'll leave it with him. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force them to give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
There he goes to the left. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. Pass, it's Bryant. It falls incomplete, and that'll do it for the quarter. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. second quarter. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Ducks!
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, it's gone final in a huge top 25 showdown. Here's how it went down. Washington went into hostile territory and came away with a convincing victory. The Huskies always seem to get everyone's best punch, but today they were the ones who delivered the knockout. Really unexpected outcome in this ranked-on-ranked matchup. The type of loss, guys, that'll get the attention of even a good football team.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Looking to throw on first down. And it's Amos. And they pick up just a few on that completion. And the Bulldogs want to... Tempo. Looking to fire. And the timing just a hair off.
Unfortunate with that incompletion. The quarterback and his intended target not on the same page.
How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on third down here in Autzen. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Those are those where you're just looking at your hands, left hand, right hand, left hand, right hand. Dang it, I should have caught that. Nice play, break on the football. That could have been a house call. That could have been a game changer, but just couldn't secure the interception.
Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first two drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. They'll give it to the back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking to pass. It's Bryant. Got his man out of the backfield. There he goes. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
Throws for the tight end. He's got an open man. Touchdown, Oregon. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? And the extra point is through, and the lead balloons to 21.
Man, football, there is so many weapons now with small slots and big wide receivers. And then you got the tight ends now that have the speed to catch the football, chew up ground, and get to the end zone and make those big plays like he did right here.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a three-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering, what didn't I say? What didn't I do to get my team ready to go? Because we look like we're sleepwalking at this point, Dave.
Nothing went well in the first quarter. You just say refresh. Like, let's try to find a way now. Chip into this lead. Try to make it somewhat manageable when you get to the half.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo. Now.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Quick completion to the right. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The Bulldogs really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Looking to throw for it. Snagged in the middle. It's Kennedy. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. Fresno State moving it quickly down the field. Off the play fake on 1st down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Really nice job by the defense that time, getting a stop. They've been really good so far in this one, shutting this guy down, not letting him break out. You've got the lead. It's tight, though. And you know the opponent is going to keep trying to run it. So can you keep this up here in the second half on defense? That's the question.
It's so nice when you know it's third and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of this spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Hunt is on its way. He won't be able to return this one as it goes out of bounds. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute it.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Navigates that mass of bodies and gets 4 out to the 17. Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. This quarterback part of their running game. The freshman brought down after a really nice run there. There was a time when if you had a guy who runs like he does, that you move him to a different position. Not anymore, man. These quarterbacks can run and throw.
Yeah, back in my time, I was throwing to guys like that. I certainly wasn't moving like it, but boy, oh boy, you hold your breath every time he takes off because that guy might be the fastest player on the field.
Back to throw, it's Bryant. The sweet feet buy a little time. Finds space on the right. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys on the field. Stringing first downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
Looking downfield on first down. Flips it out to the back. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Well, it's important in this game this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Looking to the big tight end. Wide open downfield.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. And with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
Wants to go up top on first down. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the first down.
Now, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the first half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in the first half.
They're looking to pass from the red zone. He's got it on the run. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks!
Well, this thing's turning into a rout. It's turning into a rout quickly. Really nice job by the offense there, but it's not just them. Their defense is getting it done. Their special teams are getting it done. It just feels like they're really feeding off of this home crowd and their energy. This has been the definition of home field advantage in this football game.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Fresno State takes over and the offense will go back to work. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
That pass is incomplete.
Well, a nice job by the defense. They're playing with a big lead. They know the offense has to throw it, and they are inviting throws over the middle of the field, knowing they can break on these passes and maybe pick one off. Offense lucky that wasn't a turnover.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. Fresno State will have to punt. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. He'll field the punt and look for room. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O's. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. There's enough time left in the half here, David, to make something happen.
Dang right. I want to be aggressive. I'm not backed up in my own end. I can stay aggressive here. Try to get a field goal, Palmer. Try to get in range to get some kind of points before half.
Yeah, two biggest things are you got to protect the quarterback, and the QB cannot throw a pick here in this situation. If you do those two things, you got an opportunity here to steal some points.
Looking to throw, it's Bryant. It's incomplete, and that also might be what is called a learning experience and one this freshman got away with. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Takes it from the gun on third down. He's going to run it. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. To the air on first down. Pulls it in. It's Warner. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Here comes the heat. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, after seeing that, sign me up for another 2 quarters there in Eugene. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player. And with that, let's send it back to the guys in Autzen Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. The Ducks will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it, and I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Makes the grab. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Fresno State back to work with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun, the give to the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
And they can't make the connection.
Quarterback there just trying to go to his primary target, and they're just not on the same page.
Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. It's complete to the right. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. And the Bulldogs are rolling down the field. Quarterback on the keeper. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. The Bulldogs with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Oh, he's got a chance. Breaks into the open. It's a fumble on the play. Well, the offense looks as if they fell on the fumble, and they'll keep the ball.
Great job by the defense forcing the fumble, but a bad, unfortunate bounce, and the offense pounces back on it.
This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move, it's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Firing to the right, complete. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
And that's why they got to keep running the football, man, because play action is going to be a big part of this game plan. You've got to get this tight end over the middle of the field vertically and give him an opportunity, because you just saw how dangerous he is after the catch.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
Fresno State lines up with a 1st and goal. Looking to throw. They're setting up the screen. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Fresno State. A great catch and run for 6.
Number 35 with the grab and the score.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. The extra point is good, but they're still down 28-7. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, every game in the Big Ten so very critical. How about this one today? Wyoming is currently up big right now in a game they'll be talking about in Laramie for some time. They're up by 17 over Eastern Michigan. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have Big Ten fans buzzing all week. Guys?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Got enough for the 1st down and wants more. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
And they'll line up from the 31 on 1st down. Might as well give it to him again. Turning it on! And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, running back on the move. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
From the gun, running back gets to give.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage.
When a running back has had as much success as this guy's had so far, listen, defense has got to cue in. They got to cue in to him. He's priority number 1, number 2, and number 3. That's a good start to maybe turning this defensive effort around.
He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
All right, on offense, you're trying to catch him napping on 3rd and long. You try to run the football, but good job by the defense not being fooled and giving themselves an opportunity now to get the ball back.
Yeah, and you got to do a better job not getting in 3rd and long. Offense.
Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Touchdown, Oregon! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. This guy's putting the Oregon offense on his shoulders, carrying them however you want, on the ground or through the air.
I mean, so fun to watch when you got a guy that can do this. And we've seen it with the Ducks in history, man. They've had some great ones that put their team on their shoulders. If you need me to run it, I'll run it. If you need me to throw it, I can do that too.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Motion from the wide receiver. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. He's got it on the right. He goes out of bounds, and that'll take us to the start of the fourth quarter. And talk about spreading the ball around, everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. Something up for this third down play. Scanning the field, it's Luck. Throws to the tight end. Got him downfield. Speeding down the left side. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Bulldogs! The result of this game is going to sting for sure, but you've got to continue to build, you've got to improve, and you can take some positives out of this late hustle and build for next week.
There's always positives, and coaches are always looking for those things that we did well. What did we do well so we can do more of it in the future? Finding some things here late that they did well.
Lining up for the PAT.
Is on for the extra point.
And the extra point is good. They still trail 35-14. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they find pay dirt from way out, covering 69 yards on the touchdown pass. They're on it, and they get it back for another drive.
The hands team on the receiving unit has got to do a better job. You have got to make sure you end up with the football.
Fresno State takes over, and the offense will go back to work. He's got it. Defense uses the sideline there, and he gets it into plus territory at the 49. Second down coming up.
Brings up.
Wants to go up top. The throw to the outside is complete. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. All wideouts, no backs. Looking to throw on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. Fresno State back to work with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield, it's Luck. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Second down, they'll go to the air. They'll run the screen. Plows through the defense. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
Screen pass just not working there. You figure at this point of the game, trailing, you're going to have to be more aggressive and take some shots. You usually run screen passes when you think there's going to be a blitz, but because the defense has the lead, they're just sitting back and playing big zones.
They run into a bit of trouble here. 3rd and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes the catch. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Quarterback may change this route. Wants to throw on 1st down. Finds a tight end. Right midfield, he's got room. Turns it on down the left side. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Ducks! They build this 4th quarter lead, and they are just minutes away from going 5-0.
It's another good decision by the quarterback. You've got to be impressed here. On that one, he finds his tight end, but all game long, whether it's receivers or running backs or tight ends, wherever the best one-on-one matchup has been, he's been able to take advantage of it, and that's why they've been able to score so many points.
PAT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. So see quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Well, they take a shot down the field. It's another incompletion. It's really been that kind of story. This defense has made this guy earn it every single play. Really small windows to throw into. 1 touchdown pass. That's a little bit surprising. You thought maybe they'd have more than...
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And this has been one of those days you want to forget. I mean, you're getting drunk. There's no other way to put it. It's been a bad day. I'm trying to put a drive together here, maybe to just get some kind of momentum, something positive, maybe something in the locker room we can talk about that didn't go wrong.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And it's incomplete, and this defense makes a 4th down stop. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense.
And as a defense, you're like, oh, they're going to draw us offside. They're going to draw us offside. They're not going to go for it. They go for it, and you get the big stop. You've set your offense up. You've turned the momentum. This defense should be feeling really good about themselves.
Tough, determined run gets it down to the 12. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. The Ducks have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. The offense knocking on the door, 1st and goal. Back to pass, it's Bryant. Here Here's the pressure. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense got it. They're on the run. He's at the 40. They finally get him down, but a huge return. Not only do they get the ball back, but, man, did they set up some field position.
And how about this defense flipping the field, turning a negative situation into a positive, causing the fumble, scooping that puppy up. You look at the blocking out in front of the guy. You could
going for it all. Almost intercepted. They took a shot on first down and just about turned the thing over. So now it's 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Grabbed over the middle. It's Gibbs. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. And the Bulldogs come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Got it behind the line. It's Best. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it 1st and goal.
Nice execution by the offense on 3rd down, understanding what they had to do to get the first down, pass complete, move the sticks, new set of downs.
A run for the quarterback. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Trying to power it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Fresno State.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them. Or they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
The Ducks have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Whoa, does he turn that loose down the middle. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Back to throw, it's Bryant. Catch in the middle, it's Warner. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Winning those individual 6-second battles every play, time after time after time after time, and that leads to a victory here.
And I love when teams go out and play like it's sudden death. Like if they lose the game, their entire season is over. This game wasn't for the national championship, but you wouldn't know that watching this winning team, David. Tremendous effort and tremendous execution.
I love competitive people. I love competitive coaches. I love competitive teams that they know that their job is to go out and get a W no matter where you play. You want to play in the parking lot? We'll go meet you. Great job by this team being ready, getting the W.